did Grace say this week?
It's one of the greatest things I ever saw. I loved it.
Right, and massive shout out to Tom. It was Tom that made that from, of course, Midnight's Edge After Dark. This is probably some of the dumbest shit she's ever said, actually.
This is long.
And well, we're not going to watch it all, but I mean, she has said some really dumb stuff.
He vatored! He vatored! Oh, now he's back. That was fantastic. Oh.
That's true.
So what's going on, right? Grace Randolph decided to review the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, having not played it, but spent 3.5 hours watching the cutscenes.
I know that the popular thing to do right now is to rag on this game. And maybe the gameplay is awful. I mean, from what I could tell, I'm not a gamer, but the gameplay did look pretty bad.
Why
but
she
from
got
a
Buddy
story
Holly's glasses on?
I don't know.
Perspective, I
don't know, Tom.
had so much fun with this as a DC fan. I think there's just so much to discuss, and we're going to discuss it. This, I thought there was just so many interesting takeaways from this. I mean, yeah, it's far from perfect. It's got problems for sure. But overall, it's been a while since we had a comic book story, certainly a DC story that we could really sink our teeth into and discuss these characters.
So is she even talking words?
Mate, so I know this is this segment's not normally that long. I get it, I understand, but we've got a little bit to dive into with this. So keep going, because there's the next segment where she discusses the fact that she's never played the Arkham games. So keep playing.
Oh, it's so fun.
Weird.
It got me back to why we love these stories in the first place. And so for that, I'm very thankful. Now, the cutscenes for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League are a 3.5-hour movie, basically, with a little gameplay in there. And I've put a link down below where you can watch these scenes if you would like to. And as I said, I have plenty to say about it. So get a snack, pull up a seat, and let's talk DC. So fun. I would say this is certainly better than either of the Suicide Squad movies that we've gotten. Although, to be fair, they did pave the way for this game. But on that note, I think that Rocksteady, the video game developer behind this game, and of course behind the iconic Arkham games, and I know that a lot of people I never played the Arkham games and I never watched those cutscenes. So maybe that makes me a little bit more open to what they do here as well.
Didn't play the other games, but I'm going to make a 35-minute long review of the cutscenes.
Yeah.
This is the level we're dealing with. Jump to Joker DLC, because she makes some funny comments about Joker. No, it's the next bit. There you go.
And the idea of eventually sending them into the multiverse at the end of the game, where they'll meet a younger, less experienced version of the Joker, who's also on Task Force X, has a history with that team, in the game's first DLC. So that, I was disappointed. At first, I had only briefly seen the Joker on my periphery with this game. But so when I watched the cutscenes, I was like, where's Joker? And then I was like, I looked it up and I was like, it's DLC. But I would go back and watch this new chapter. I'm going to go and watch this new chapter when it comes out, because I'm excited about it. And I think this idea for the game in the long run is quite clever. By the way,
the idea for the game in the long run is quite clever, because it's going to be an always online game where they can just drip feed you content and milk you for every bit of money. Yes, it's very clever, Grace. Yes. That's what she's saying.
I actually hate always online games.
Oh, they're terrible. The whole purpose of it is just to make them money nonstop.
Games as a service is a disgusting business model. And so is software as a service. Right?
I hate it. Yeah. Now, fast forward, you'll see down the side Wonder Woman and Harley, right?
Yeah.
So you'll see that down the side. Now, find that in the chapter because she makes some very interesting comments about Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn. She basically wants to ship them off as lessers together. No, actually, no. Go to the Batman final, the Batman bits next. Back. Go here. Watch this. She thinks this is respectful.
Why did they make the Joker?
I don't know.
On that note, to me, this is why I like Batman so much. So let's talk about Batman. This game, I know so much about Batman. He and the X-Men are my favorite comic book characters. But this gave me new, fresh perspective on the character, and I'm really grateful for that. It made a big impression on me when they were watching his last recording.
This whole segment is dumb. I'm speechless. Just watch it.
The Babel protocols. Shout out to the iconic comic. Thank you very much. I was like, the comic book fan of me was like, oh, that's the Grant Morrison comic Tower of Babel, where, he came up with protocols for how to take out the Justice League. And then, I don't want to ruin it in case you haven't read that comic.
It's the Tower of Babel, not Tower of Babel. For fuck's sake. Anyway,
but it is great. But the Suicide Squad was moved by the sadness of his last transmission because I believe they respect him, and I think that was lost when his end scene leaked. So why? Because of all the heroes, Batman acts the most like a villain. Isn't that interesting? Batman will change allegiances. He will work with his enemies, and he will use their weapons himself on other villains and also sometimes on heroes, like Scarecrow's fear gas or Sinestro's lantern battery. I now realize a little bit better why Batman doesn't get along sometimes with other heroes. I always thought they were just jelly. I'm like, haters gonna hate. But I'm like, oh, maybe I can understand why you don't like how Batman sometimes crosses these lines. Forget it. I mean, I'm still on Batman's side.
She doesn't understand me.
So,
she doesn't get me. She doesn't understand me. Make her shut up.
So she thinks other superheroes dislike Batman because he's like a villain. That's not why other people dislike.
No, they're jealous of me because of the car. Everybody knows that.
Right, now go to the heart. Well, this is the last bit, I promise, guys. This is the last. There's so much more dumb shit she says. But go to the Wonder Woman Harley Quinn bit. No, back. You're going way too far forward, mate. Go back. That's a whole segment there. So, no, you were right. You were right. Go forward then. Sorry, my bad.
I should have had a contingency plan against this bitch.
Watch this
thing. But you know what I loved? The connection between her and Harley. Now, at first, this is beautiful. Now, at first, it just seemed like Harley was attracted to Wonder Woman, and I think she was. But I think it was ultimately deeper than that. Not only the camaraderie of the LGBT.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm out. Community, which I thought was really great. Because, of course, that's something I don't think is explored enough, particularly like in a hero context. Like, you're talking about loyalty and camaraderie, and I think that element to explore that in the battlefield is very, very cool. And I think, even though maybe one...
That's it. There's not... Look, sorry, what do you mean? It's not been explored enough. We need to explore it more. Haven't we just had like 10 years of, a very, very simplistic term, but gay shit in comics? I'm pretty certain we have we not? Like, that's what it's been for about 10 years now. What on earth is this woman
droning on about? Yeah, look, dude, she's ill-informed. Or that's the kind way to say what I'm going to say. She's blissfully unaware of her surroundings. And I'm like, how are you going to explore the rainbow flag here in a video game?
On the battlefield, she wants
on the battlefield. How's that happening?
Explored on the battlefield.
Well, I agree, but still.
Anyway, there's a lot of terrible stuff that she says, but the entire dumb thing that she did was spend 35 minutes reviewing something that she hadn't even played. That alone is worthy of this segment, I believe.
30. Wow.
Yeah, 35 minutes.
That's crazy, man.
I have an announcement to make. I am leaving this world. You all are on your own. I am not saving anybody anymore. Fuck everybody. And this chick.
Language, Tom. Language.
Who?
That time.
Language. You.
That time. We don't curse on this bit.
I'll curse you.
Try not to, anyway. Try not to. Don't want to get demonetized.
That better?
Yeah.
Much better. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, there you go. I thought we could enjoy this, ladies and gents. Any other Bat Tom? Any more comments on
This chick just doesn't get it. And I gotta address. There's a super chat in the thingy. It says a tipping barn for $1.99. Bat Tom, you reconsidering your no kill rule? I have a no kill rule.
Uh-oh.
I'm confused.
Oh dear.
I mean,
and I'll no, keep going.
Keep going.
Well, Harley Quinn was attracted
No,
a little
not
bit to
that.
Wonder
I meant
Woman.
Tom.
There was still a platonic.
God, I don't want to listen.
I didn't know there was a no kill rule about this thing. I got to reconsider some things here. The only one I decided not to kill was the Joker because he's too much fun.
Right.
Got to keep him around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody else is fair game. Haven't you seen Batman Returns? I got 0 F's to give about blowing people up.
And on that note, actually, we've got a super chat here from Kitty Bear for €2. It says Grace Grand Cow should stick to eating. Oh my god, that's amazing. Super funny. There you go, ladies and gents. I thought we would
The
start
Buddy
with
Holly
something a little
glasses
bit.
just really are making me giggle. I'm sorry.
It does throw you off a little bit, you know.
And,
They don't look
I
that
thought we
bad
were-
on her, actually. That's the sad part.
We got $2 from Dark Hierophant. Says Tom overdub GR's segments in this voice, please. He'll do it on Midnight's Edge After Dark if you
GRs.
badger him enough.
Grace
Randolph.
Randolph.
Oh, God.
Yeah, don't read too much into that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Well, anyway, thank you so much, ladies and gents. I thought we would start. Like I said, I thought we would start with something a little bit fun to
That was fun.
kickstart the show today.